Hello everyone, welcome to Knowledge Gems. Today I have a new topic for you, that is difference between Agile versus Scrum, which is mostly asked in every interview questions of Scrum Master. Before we start the session, I would request you all to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel so that you can be updated with my new videos. So let's get started. So before moving to the difference between Agile versus Scrum, I would like to explain what is Agile. Agile is a project management and product development methodology that focuses on delivering small incremental changes to a product or service rather than delivering a complete product at the end of the project. It emphasizes flexibility, collaboration, customer feedback, and iterative progress. Let me explain with the help of example. Imagine a team is developing a new mobile app. Instead of spending months planning and then releasing the app all at once, they work in shorter cycles, which is known as sprints, and which is usually 2 to 4 weeks. During each sprint, they focus on completing a small, usable part of the app like login feature or user profile page. At the end of each sprint, they present the completed work to stakeholders, gather feedback, and adjust their plans for the next sprint. This way, the app evolves over time and the team can respond quickly to changes in users' need or market conditions. Let me explain with simple example so that you can understand agile in better way. Think of agile as preparing a multi-course meal for a dinner party. While in traditional approach, that is waterfall, you plan the entire meal in advance from appetizers to dessert. You prepare everything at once and serve it all at the end of the evening. If your guests don't like something, it's too late to make changes. Was all about what you do in traditional approach, that is waterfall method. Now moving to the new agile approach, what you will do is like you start preparing and serving the first course, that is salad. You then ask your guest for feedback. Did you like it? Was it too spicy? Based on their input, you adjust the next course of meal. That is by reducing the spice in the soup. You continue this way, adapting and improving each course as you go. By the end of the meal, your guests are satisfied because you have been responding to their preferences throughout the evening. So, in Agile, just like in the dinner party, the focus is on the delivering value early and continuously improving based on the feedback. Hope you got the understanding of Agile. Now, moving to the Agile versus Scrum, some differences between the Agile and Scrum. Agile is like a philosophy or mindset for managing projects. It emphasizes flexibility, continuous improvement, and delivering work in small and manageable pieces. Whereas Scrum is a specific way of applying agile principles. It's a framework with defined roles, events, and rules to help teams work together effectively. Example, like if we are building a product in Agile, a company wants to develop a new software. They decide to use Agile to manage the project. They don't plan everything in detail upfront. Instead, they break the project into smaller parts, deliver each part in shorter cycles, and adjust based on the feedback. Whereas in Scrum, the company decides to use Scrum to manage the software development. They organize the work into sprints, which is usually 2 to 4 weeks long. Each sprint starts with a planning meeting, include daily stand up, where the team syncs up, and ends with a review and retrospective to learn from the experience and plan the next sprint. Let us move to the difference between Agile versus Scrum. So I have divided up around 6 points for Agile versus Scrum. So we will go one by one. So first is the concept, basically definition. Agile is a broad project management philosophy or mindset focused on flexibility, collaboration, and iterative progress, whereas Scrum is a specific Agile framework with defined roles, events, and artifacts. So we can also say that Agile is like learning to cook. You learn various techniques and style like baking, grilling that you can apply based on what you are learning. Whereas Scrum is like following a specific diet plan, while Agile is the general idea of healthy eating, whereas Scrum is a detailed plan that tells you exactly what to eat, when to eat, and eat what in what quantities. Now, moving to the second key point, which is scope. Agile is an umbrella term for several methodologies, including Scrum, Kanban, XP, Extreme Programming. Whereas Scrum is a subset of Agile, focusing on how teams should work together in order to deliver a product incrementally. Moving to the next key point, which is framework versus methodology. Agile is a methodology or set of principles guiding how to approach project management and product development. Like in Agile, we can say, like you are planning a road trip. You decide on general route, but you are flexible about where to stop, where to eat, or sightseeing along the way. Whereas Scrum is a framework within Agile that provides a specific structure for implementing Agile principles. You can say Scrum is like a GPS route. It tells you exactly where to go, when to turn, and how long it will take to reach the destination. Next key point, which is the flexibility. Agile offers more flexibility in choosing and adapting different processes or practices based on the team's need. Like Agile is like dressing for the weather. You can choose different clothes based on the changing conditions. Sometimes you need a raincoat, sometimes you need a sweater. Whereas Scrum is more perspective with clearly defined roles: Scrum Master, Product Owner, Development Team, events, which include sprint, daily stand up, sprint review, artifacts like product backlog, sprint backlog. You can understand Scrum is like wearing a uniform. It's specific outfit for specific purpose with little variation allowed. Now, moving to the next key point, which is the process. Agile processes are iterative and increment, but may not follow a fixed cycle like Scrum Sprint. Different agile methodologies have different processes. Like a software team using agile may work on various parts of product iterating and refining as they go. They might choose different processes for different tasks, like using Kanban for bug fixes and Scrum for new features. Whereas Scrum follows a structured process with time box sprints, typically 2 to 4 weeks long, where a potentially shippable product increment is delivered. So you can understand this Scrum by playing in an orchestra. Everyone follows a strict sheet of music with a conductor guiding the timing and rhythm. This was all about process. Now moving to the last key point, that is team structure. Agile teams can vary in structure depending on the chosen methodology. They may include various roles like developers, testers, designers, and etc. Whereas Scrum teams have specific roles like Scrum Master, Product Owner, and Development Team. These roles are clearly defined and have specific responsibilities. So, in Agile, team structure is like a startup company. Everyone wears multiple hats and roles and can shift as needed. Whereas in Scrum team structure is like a well organized sports team. each player has a specific position like goalkeeper, forward player, backward player, and they stick to it throughout the game. So, in summary, I would like to say Agile is a broad, flexible philosophy with various approaches you can choose from depending on the project needs. It's adaptable and allows for changes. Whereas Scrum is a specific, structured framework within Agile, providing a clear process with defined roles and events, making it less flexible but more organized. So this was all about the difference between Agile versus Scrum. Hope you like this video, and if you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel so that you can get more updates on this upcoming videos. Thank you so much. Have a great day.